Welcome to the 290 Mo podcast. Again, I appreciate your time. If you could, introduce yourself for my viewers and listeners.
How y'all doing, everybody? My name is T. I'm a host at Walla Cab. I'm an A&R at Walla Records. I'm a landlord. I also got a 9 to 5. I'm an actress, my bad. Other than that, I ain't really got nothing else going on.
Okay, so before we get into all that, I just want to start at the top, get to know you, you know what I'm saying, see what it was like for you growing up. So if you could, where you from, where you grew up?
Well, see, I grew up in a lot of different places. First off, I was in Chicago when I was younger. Then I moved to Bellwood for maybe 3 to 7. And then I was out in Downers Grove from 7 to 18. And then from 18 all the way to now, I've been in the Austin area.
Okay. So growing up, what was your childhood like? What was your aspirations? You want to be like a doctor, lawyer, teacher? What was you doing as a shorty, and what was you hoping for the future at that time?
See, growing up, I had 2 different aspirations. When I was little, and I was all about ball. Like, I played ball. I'm talking about, boy, I had scholarships and everything. I slept with my ball. I took a shower. You couldn't tell me. Boy, I thought
ball is life.
Man, we went undefeated. Ball was, but when I turned 15, 16, you get into different shit, and shit start happening. You end up getting hurt, and you make a lot of excuses, and you fall out of that shit. So then after that, believe it or not, I went to school for criminal justice. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to be a parole officer, and then I wanted to be a police officer. That's what I wanted to do, and I actually went to school for it and followed my dream. I was a correctional officer in the men's prison for 5 years, and then I was a federal officer at the airport, certified.
You was a CO?
Yeah.
You was CO?
Yeah.
At what prison?
At Sheridan.
Okay. And what was that experience like? Because I watch a lot of documentaries like Lock Up Raw and all that shit. It wasn't sweet.
Like that. It was it wasn't a max, but it was right up under a max. Mm-hmm. But I was at the drug rehab. I had more problems with my coworkers than the actual inmates.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Do you think that was because of your roots? Maybe it was a lot of people in there that you was able to relate to just from being from Bellwood in Chicago, or? Well,
no. See, when I went in there, I was still fresh out of college, and I had graduated. Well, I was fresh into college. I had graduated high school early, so I'm 18, 19 in there. These people 43, 44. I pull them all on the line, and I tell them hey, I don't want no smoke. Y'all ain't gonna disrespect me. I ain't gonna disrespect y'all. But that's just what it is. Y'all see a white shirt, get it together. Let's do that. And they respected me for that. They was I didn't talk to them down. I didn't. A lot of people was doing that. How can you politically say this? It was more African Americans in there, mm-hmm.
inmates,
Inmates,
right,
and myself, and versus the other way. So right. it definitely was a lot of tension, and I felt it a lot. My own coworker broke my arm.
What?
Yeah.
What the? How the?
Yeah, I can't.
Put you
it was paperwork.
Move or something?
It was paperwork done on that, so I can't really get into all that. But yeah, my own coworker broke my arm.
We want to turn that to a short film or a skit or something, man.
Let's do it. We might have to do that, but yeah.
That sounds crazy. I love to hear the background, because that's something
that you
would tend to. That's what I want to ask you. How's your family and your close friends feel about you working inside a prison? Were they concerned about your safety or happy?
Well, my mom and my dad, of course, they was concerned, but they know once I go for something, ain't no stopping me. I'm going for it. If I was gonna be on the police force, I wasn't sitting behind no desk. I need to be in the action. If I'm going for something, I need to go. What's the point of holding back? If you're going for something, you better go all out, because shit, why not?
And you said you did the state and the federal?
Yeah, I did the state. Well, I didn't do a federal prison. Okay. I was the TSA at the airport, searching everybody and shit.
Yeah.
But I had to go to the state academy in Springfield, Illinois. Yeah. And then I had to go to the federal academy out in Atlanta.
Yeah. One of my baby mothers was TSA at O'Hare. She had to go to Atlanta.
That's why I was there.
Oh man, that's what's up. I probably was in the same class. I know they had parties and shit one of them days and shit. So
boy, it'd be hard out there.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. Just when I thought we had a lot to talk about, you add more on to it. You got a lot going on, so
hey, man.
so let me try to backtrack a little bit.
You ain't gonna never ever find me where you left me at. I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, that's a great mindset to have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, okay, so when you doing the was the correction career over with after the incident when you broke your arm, or did you continue?
Well, after I broke my arm, I had the opportunity to go back, but they wouldn't let me transfer, so I had to put papers on them, you know, and end up doing that, and I ended up winning. And then after that, we decided to go our separate ways, meaning you can't talk bad on me. Like if I wanted to go back right now, I don't have no record, no. I can go back, but I found for real, when I was in there, I started feeling like an inmate, like. You gotta get your food checked and shit. You gotta move when they move. You gotta eat how they eat and how fast, because you really watching them and you moving how they move. And then on top of that, if you got them treating you a certain way. Now I'm not saying it's like this at this is my experience. So I'm not saying everybody went through this, but I started feeling in prison and shit, and I realized I wanted to help people, but not that way. So that's what made me go try TSA, and then I got into that, and I'm like, well, I love working with the crowd, but this still ain't what I wanted. Mind you, before I went, when I was in the correction, I wanted to do parole, and they was like, you know how long it take to be a parole officer?
You gotta go all the way to the top.
You gotta damn near be there 10, 15 years in corrections before, and I wasn't finna be in, I wasn't finna be in prison. You can't take your phone in there. You can't, not saying like phone is life, but you in there all day. You can't reach nobody.
Right, yeah.
You gotta call the warden and ask permission to call your family. It gotta be an emergency. No.
Right. Okay, and before we leave from the working, what was it about TSA that made you realize that wasn't for you either?
I ain't gonna lie, it's not that TSA, it wasn't for me. It was for me, but the money wasn't. It's like, if you go through my resume, I legit, any place that you can think about, I've worked at. And not because like I got fired or nothing, it's just I always had that mentality, and I'm kind of glad that I did that, because where I'm at now and where I'm going, that helps, because with the mentality, I got the mentality of, shit, I don't like this, it's some better shit. Like, so like, I wasn't no dummy. Before I quit, I had me another job lined up. But back then, I'm not afraid to do nothing. I understand that one day you got to be Mike. One day you got to be Scotty. One day I might have to mop up some shit. One day I might have to get the water. I'm down for whatever, because I'm getting that win, though. I bet you that.
Okay. And how did you gain this mindset? Was it how you was raised? Did you watch somebody else do it like that? Like, how did you gain that mindset? Like, whatever it is I put my mind to, I'm gonna go for it.
I definitely want to, give shout out to my mom. May she rest in peace, and my dad. It's definitely them. But just what I really give credit to is no disrespect to the African American schools, but I was a little knucklehead. I was going through shit when I was younger, so I was a little knucklehead, and I got, into some shit, so I got kicked out of the school, but we end up moving. And when I end up going to the burbs, that changed my life. We doing shit like, croquet. I'm learning how to motherfucking bowl for gym. I'm learning, how you got health. They actually teaching you sex class, educate. Like, they teaching you how to talk, they teaching you that real shit. So it's like, it was a gift and a curse that I had to go out there, so that it opened me up to so much shit that I'm grateful. And not saying that I couldn't have found that there, but it's more difficult, let's be honest. So I'm glad that I went out there.
Okay. So you got the grind to work, you know what I'm saying? You don't mind working, you know what I'm saying? So when did the entrepreneurship aspect, you know what I'm saying, arise? Was it like, I'm making this money and stacking this money, I need to invest to do something with it? When did you first, you know what I'm saying, want to dabble with entrepreneurship?
If I can be honest, I got videos when I was younger, about 3-4. I'm always was telling my mom that I'm getting a building. I'm finna go do, like, cause I always thought, like, how can I get this money? So I always had that mindset, like, I'm finna get this money by any means necessary. Mind you, not knocking over no grandma or no shit like that. But if any type of hustling, like, if I gotta go donate some blood or some shit, whatever the fuck I got, I'm going to do it. It's gonna happen, cause I'm gonna get it done. If I tell you I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And if I can't do it, I'm gonna come to you and I'm gonna let you know I ain't gonna hide and duck and coward. But 10 times out of 10, if I put my mind to it, it's getting done.
So what did jumping off the porch into entrepreneurship look like for you? What was your first endeavor?
Buying my building.
Oh yeah, just that's the first thing you ever did as far as entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And
Well, no, yeah, because even in my building, I had started a little clothing line for a little second. Like,
that's a big
like
step.
no cap. I wake up one day and I'll be like, I want to be an astronaut. I'm gonna figure out how the fuck to go be an astronaut. I'm gonna go see how to do that.
I'm calling NASA right now.
Goddamn right. Like, hey NASA, look, I know
What do I apply?
this, but I need to. You feel? Like
Right.
for real.
Okay. So what was it about being a landlord? Did you do research on it? Was you provided the opportunity?
I was nervous as hell,
fall
man.
into a real estate class? How did you?
Nope. It just like, believe it or not, like I manifest shit. I've been saying I want it and I was scared to do it. The opportunity came to me and I was still scared. I'm like, man, I'm in the middle of this. I got this going on. I came up with every excuse, but it just kept following me. And believe it or not, y'all, if y'all think it's hard, it's not hard. Just like if you can go get a house, you can go get a building. I advise you, but if you haven't got a house yet, go get a building first because 3.5% is way cheaper on a building than going to have to pay 20% on it if you get a house first. That's free game right there. So that's what I did. And I lived there and got tenants, so why not? And got my job. And got my hustles.
Okay. So what goes into being a landlord? Is it just collecting rent on the first? What other type of stuff?
I wish it was just collecting rent on it first. I'm my own maintenance person. I can go up there and fix some shit, but I'm like, I'd rather pay for it. I call people to fix the shit, but you gotta be pretty much on call. It's like having a kid. Not calling them kids, but it's like something break, I'm on vacation, so I'm asleep, so I'm at work, so like I have to
gotta get up and
answer
shovel the
that.
snow,
Yes.
shit like that.
Bro, that first year, I got a snowblower now, but that first year, bro, I'm out there like, boy, shit. Nah, bro.
This wouldn't have been kind of kind to us on the snow end.
I damn near thought about selling that building that first year, bro. All that snow we had, bro. It couldn't be real.
Yeah, for sure. I'm already knowing. Man. So, any bad experiences being a landlord?
It's definitely some bad experiences.
I'll be watching the videos on YouTube when they be coming and put people out and shit. It's like, it's kind of... So.
Definitely, okay, look, it's definitely some bad experiences. I'm not going to get into it about my current tenants now because, I love them. But the process of, how you get a building, you like, okay, I want to rent it out. The people that was coming to my building, like, one person came with her boyfriend. This motherfucker had a whole jar of weed. Why would you bring that to the... I'm like, all right, I actually gave him an apartment. I'm like, okay, let's sit down and sign the paperwork. He go to the car, think he going to get something. He come back, let's celebrate. Boom. Red flag, no. As a person, I might have been like, cool, but this business.
Right. It's business, not personal.
If you didn't bring this right here, what you think you finna have the police at my house? You finna,
right.
There's cameras all around. Like, it's the first thing I bought.
Damn, that's crazy. So with you being a landlord, did you already have people skills, or is that something you have to learn as well? Just having being able to talk to different people, because I'm pretty sure you deal with a whole bunch of different people just during the interview process.
If I could be honest, not only like going to, I was raised well, so I got manners, so that helps. But working in the prisons and really working in the prisons helped mold me, because you got to think about it. I'm dealing with all different emotions and stuff. I got to figure out like how to keep this person cool, because think about it. The shit that we deal with out here, if we lose a homie or if we go through something, we can go home, we can go get a drink or something. They stuck right there. They mama died or something, or they feeling them different emotions. So that's what I took accountability of back to, like when I was in there too. I see inmates right now. Ain't nothing more scarier than you pumping gas. You hear, what up, Meeks? You like, that's an inmate behind you. And all I hear is, man, you was the coolest CEO I ever had, man. You, not because I bowed down. I ain't bowed down or nothing like that. I showed them respect, and they respected that, because everybody you already in prison. You already doing your time. So it's like, I'm only there to make sure that you abide by the rules, not beat you down. You already here. Can't talk to your family and shit. But back to what we was getting into. What I was saying?
I was just asking you about having a relationship with different tenants and stuff.
Oh, yeah. That one dude, he brung the weed. And then the other lady, she got mad at me because I said ain't no dogs. And understandably, I got a dog. So she like, why I can't have it? I'm like, because you can't have no dog. Like, I don't want no dogs up there. So she got mad at me and she tried to call the police. It was some shit getting people
Wow.
in there.
Did you have a building during the pandemic?
Yep.
Because I know a landlord that was having issues during the pandemic. Like, everybody in her unit stopped paying rent.
Everybody ain't had that problem, man. And thank you, Lord, and knock on wood and all of that, because I ain't had them problems. Yeah. My tenants, they nice enough. They actually pay 6 months in advance. Like, okay. I was blessed to have like some nice tenants.
That's definitely blessings.
Yeah, that's why I be cool.
I be telling people, man, you come with that first rent deposit, you tell them 6 months.
Yeah,
that's what's up though. So, with when you got the building under your belt, was you still happy with it when it was said and done, or was it like I took more than I can handle, or was it everything you expected it to be?
All in one, everything. Like on days I wake up, I'm like, ooh, hell yeah. On the first, well, I love that building, boy. That building is sexy as hell. When it snow, I hate that motherfucker. When it's raining, I gotta go out there and clean up after my dog. I hate it. But all in all, that building is great for me, and it's something that, because one day I want to have a family, so it's something I would like to pass on to my legacy. Like we don't. A lot of people don't have nothing to pass down. They're so selfish. Mm-hmm. So it's something I like to keep.
Okay. So, and before we get off the building, is that do you also like try to like keep it modern and stuff like that, or do you let the tenants pretty much?
When I first moved in, it was move-in ready, already fixed up, modern, beautiful. Okay. But I'm pretty sure my tenants will tell you, like, I'm one of them landlords, like, as soon as they say something, all right, y'all need to come out, because I learned from people's mistakes and my mistakes. I've had slumlords before, and that's what made me go get the building and made me push into it, because I was going to move into another one. I'm like, I might as well just go ahead. It's the opportunity is right here. I might as well. It just started. So by me having slumlords, it's like I don't know everything. I have my mistakes. I done fucked up a couple of times already, but
you can see shit from their perspective, you know what I'm saying?
And it helped me relate to them, and it made me feel good that I could help a family, like, off the streets and shit. Like, that just make you feel good. I want more. But when I get more, I'm getting management, because I'm turning my phone off.
Any big like maintenance things you having, like you had
my
like,
heat
oh
went
my
out.
God, in the wintertime?
My heat, not them. They got their own. Like, that's what I'm saying. Everybody got their own. My heat. I'm in that cold, wrapped up, shivering and shit. Like, they good.
Okay, that's like the biggest maintenance. That's something like a lot of people think about when they get a building. Like, if something big happen, you know what I'm saying? I think I just heard a stat, like a lot of people can't cover a $400 surprise expense. So,
but you don't got to worry about that, because if you get a homeowners association, well, not homeowner association, my bad, homeowners like insurance or whatever, you pay them monthly. You can get as low as like $50 a month, and then whenever something break, it's covered, as long as you ain't go out there and beat on it or nothing. It's covered, and you just got to pay the $75 to get it fixed, and then they come fix it. But me being from Chicago, I got uncles and cousins and nephews. I just, hey, they come right on over.
Y'all hear that? Free game, man.
Yeah, and if y'all got some work, if y'all can paint, do whatever, hit me up in my DM.
Y'all see that? Y'all need some work, man. Get up off your ass, man. Yeah, but that'd probably be a whole nother episode of just real estate, and because that's one of the reasons I started a podcast, because I knew somebody who was under 30 who got their own building, and I was like, there's a lot of shit on the news, even though the gangs and drugs and guns, it's a reality.
They don't show
Chicago,
you that.
But they don't show you this 27-year-old young woman, you know what I'm saying, just bought a building.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm 33 now, but
yeah. So she was one of the motivations for me starting the show, because I wanna highlight the people in the city that's really doing something, because there's a lot of people that's talented and doing stuff in the city.
And yeah, that's why I don't watch the news, because half the time they want to show you this. Well, what about, you can't tell me all day ain't nobody did nothing good all day.
And then if it is some goofy shit, like it's a dog show at the McCormick place,
come watch the dogs getting. And I love my dog.
Right. We love the dogs.
I love my dogs,
but you know what I'm saying? It's an all black, you know what I'm saying, expo right here type of shit. So
yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind coming back and teaching them about LLCs.
Oh yeah, we locked
whatever.
in. We locked in. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna cross platform all that. So
hey, you come on, Austin, access granted.
But before we get into the media, because I just feel I don't want to leave no stone unturned.
Okay.
Is there any other ventures you had before getting into the media aspect?
What you mean, like
as
actually being on camera?
No, just before being on camera, dealing with mics. Before that, like after the building? Was there anything? I know you mentioned the clothing
Oh
line.
yeah, I did. I had a clothing line for a little bit, and then I had stopped that. Me and my business partner, we ain't see eye to eye, so I stopped that for a minute.
Was it creative differences, personal?
Both.
Okay.
A little bit both.
And real quick, if you could, what was the motivation behind the clothing line, and what was some of the pieces you guys were putting out?
Like I got so much stuff in my mind. Like I can't turn my brain off. Like every 3 minutes, I'm thinking of a thought, and it's like I came up with selfless apparel my own self because I want a whole selfless line, barbershop, all like I want a whole bunch of shit, car wash, a lot of shit. And I came up with that because I'm like selfless apparel. Like I believe myself to be selfless. Like sometimes too much. I'm like, I make selfless apparel. So believe it or not, I had met my business partner at work. Like I told you, everything when I say something to the universe, I don't gotta go do nothing. It just come to me. I met the dude at work. I end up having to train him. And he had like on a raw ass sweater, and I'm like, man, where you get that sweater? He's like, I made that. I'm like, what, you made that? That day, I bought 3 machines off him. That day, same day.
You know how to make? You know how to use the machines?
Yes, I got them in my house.
I'm saying when you bought them.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
When I bought them, he told me if you buy these machines, I'm finna teach you. And he came over and he taught me, and that day we kicked it off just
free
like
game.
That. Yeah. Okay. He's like, if you buy the machines, I'm gonna teach you the game. That's what we did. And I bought the machines same day.
What was your overall experience selling apparel?
I loved it. I'm going back to it, but this time I want to make sure I get the domain, I get my licenses, and I get everything right. So can't nothing be no crisscross, no mix-ups, no nothing. And then we gonna go right.
Okay. And were you more of a clothing designer, or were you just putting your logo on pieces?
No, it's more so. Hell no.
Like,
when he taught
right
me,
here, the zipper right there.
No, we didn't get to the zipper parts yet. I started off doing the vinyl, but then I started killing it. But then he started teaching me the embroidery machine, and that's when shit got mixed up. But I'm finna go back to learning that because I got all the equipment still at the crib.
Okay. Well, where do you find time to do all this?
Shit. I'm trying to get out. My motto is, I always said, if I put 20 years into something, by the time I'm 45, 50, I should be able to retire and do whatever the fuck I want to do.
For sure.
Why everybody, don't get me wrong, I party right now. I get my party on. But more so, I'm the type of person, if I'm at a party and my job called me to come in, I'm leaving that party and I'm going. Motherfuckers be like, I ain't answering that. I'm answering it. I'm going to work. And shit, I'm going to get that bag because I know 20 years from now, people going to still be having to go to work. I'm going to be like, shit, I'm on an island somewhere. I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Vacation.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's get into what you got going on now.
Okay.
And it's a lot.
It's a whole lot.
So, where should we start?
You want to start?
Okay. Let's start with just how you got your foot in the door as far as just the media period. What was it? Was you making live videos at home with your phone? Did you...
Believe it or not, like I said, it fell into my lap. I was going to get my hair done. Shout out to Miss Tuesday, Locks and Lines, on Chicago Avenue across from People's Tacos.
She the one do it now?
She the one who do my hair.
Kill to us.
Thank you. Going in there, it's like a business meeting in itself. You never know who gonna go up in there. I met an individual, a rapper and an actor previous. I ain't even know who he was. We end up exchanging information. I ain't think nothing of it. You know, when you get a nigga number, I ain't looking him up. I like girls, you know, I ain't who was that? You know, so I still didn't know who he was. But then he started following me, like looking at my stuff. So I started looking, I'm like, oh, okay, he acting this and this and this. So I hit him up like, hey man, you know, you need an assistant, you need an actor, I'm trying to break into it. I get the water, I sweep, I do whatever. Like, you know, he's like, I'm fucking with that. You know, first I was just finna come on there and just like be security for a little bit. He made me his assistant. That's how I first met you on this show, as his assistant. And then from there, shit, he saw my acting skills and he put me on the show. So it's like, I told you, everything just fall in my lap, man.
Okay. So what's that relationship like now?
Ain't no relationship. He cool, I'm cool, we good.
Yeah.
Different differences.
Okay. Creative differences?
Yeah, very.
Okay. What was the personal relationship like?
That was like my brother.
Yeah. And to this day, is that something that you still do as far as management, or is that experience something that you know maybe?
The experience was great. Like the experience helped show me good and bad of like what to expect, what not to expect. I never take that experience away. I love that experience. Like I love him, but I gotta love him from afar because he also showed me some other shit. So you know, it is what it is.
And when you working with people like that and the relationship may end like that, do you use that for like a blueprint when you work with somebody else? Like, they show me this, is a rap, or do you give everybody a clean slate?
Yes and no. It's like it's in the back of my head, but I'm like, I give everybody a clean slate, but if I start to see too many red flags, it's like now it's like, okay, I'm paying attention. So I use it as like maybe a map once I see too many red flags. But no, I give everybody everybody get a fresh 24 hours. Sometimes I get the same motherfucker too many chances. So
okay, so how did you go from security to management to being an actress? How did all that unfold? Was it just being around them every day and you was like, well, you might, you know what I'm saying, or you was watching the shooting like maybe you should do this? How did that happen?
well, we already talked about the assistant, but while I was helping him assist, I met Cameron J, who we had on here, and she always told me like, oh, I see something in you and everything like that. And at first, you know, I ain't take heed. Yeah, everybody say that, woo, but I started to listen and I started to, you know, peep game. And then shout out to Tay the actor. I also was around him. He on a lot of shit. And
yeah, I was in his name last night.
Yeah, and he took me up under his wing too. And it's like when you got them two working, you can't fail. And then when I got out that situation with the previous guy, you know, Cam hit me up like, you ever thought about hosting? And it's crazy because it's like with my energy, like not on no cocky shit, but I go out and they'll be like, hey, get up on the stage and just say some shit. I'm like, what you want me to say on the stage? Just sing some shit. Like they ask me that all the time because I can bring people together. And I never actually thought about it, but now, you know, hosting.
Okay, so before we get into the hosting, are you currently still doing any managing, or is that still something you provide, or?
Not right now. I never was a manager. I was assistant.
Assistant, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but if need be, like I said, it depends on the day. I could be an assistant. I could be the water boy. I could be the water girl or whatever.
Okay. So from assistant to hosting, what all are you hosting? And before we get into that, how did you prepare yourself for hosting? Because I know you know what I'm saying, you work in the prisons, you deal with a whole lot of different people, you talk well, had a good upbringing, but just being on the mic and, you know what I'm saying, not having dead air and stuff, how did you prepare yourself for that?
Really, it's just natural. Like, I'm just always, like, how you see me now, I'm just a bubbly person. Sometimes get on your nerves, ass motherfucker. Like, I talk to everybody, I'm cool with, I give everybody, like, what up? How you doing? How you feeling? Like, that's just, that's how you network. Like, talking is free. Just talk to people. Okay.
So what's the biggest thing about hosting that you had to learn that you didn't expect? Like, even though I ain't know this one the hosting.
Well, I actually haven't hosted yet. Okay. I'm going to start hosting. We bringing back the Warzone, and that's going to be my first host. Well, we got some things lined up, so that's going to be my first official hosting. But to get some practice, I'm going to go like to some clubs and do some hosting.
That's going to be dope. That's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
That could be something big.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure it's in the right hands. You know what I'm saying. So that's something that's gonna put the city on. For
I can't wait.
So I'm excited to see that.
I'm so excited, man. I can't wait.
They probably make a movie about that, man.
They better make a movie. If they don't, we will. We making movies.
Sure. That's what I said. Okay, so let's talk about the show.
Which one?
The one you doing with the wellness.
Okay, I got a podcast out right now called Austin Access Granted. Y'all can watch that on While I Cam TV YouTube channel. It drop every Tuesday.
Okay, so and I think that's such a dope concept because just like I mentioned, like I just wanted to highlight the people in the community. You highlighting businesses and places that a lot of us go. You know what I'm saying, on a daily basis. So where did you get that idea from? Was it presented to you?
It was presented to me. Cam J brought it to me with Westside Health Authority. Shout out to Cam J. That's also my manager. She brought the opportunity to me and asked me would I like that, and I said it's something different. Everybody got a podcast shaking ass. Everybody got a podcast doing this, and no disrespect to them because I'm gonna be on them too. But I also want to show my other side. Like, I want to show I could be political. I could get into this. I'm trying to own businesses. I want soccer teams. I want all type of. I got plans, bro. I'm going to do something.
Okay, so what you doing this is it just in the Austin community? Or
Yeah, it's Austin and surrounding communities, so we can reach out to
Okay.
Chicago. If somebody doing something, we want to first reach out to Austin because that's our stomping ground. But if anybody doing something and we want to know about it, we want to get them on the show. We trying to network.
Okay.
Something positive.
What's the criteria for somebody to have their business on the show?
You just either hit up me or you hit up Cam J or anybody on the production team, and if you got something going for yourself, like we want to talk to you. That's it. Just have something going.
But like I seen something for a restaurant. So like for restaurants, you guys send a taste test in first, or do y'all go?
We got an episode dropping tomorrow. Split in half. They let us go behind the scenes. We went back there. We watching them cook the food. Man, I take you everywhere.
I saw
Trying
that.
to take over Food Network.
That's gonna be dope, man. Because Food Network ain't coming here.
You know what I'm talking about?
So,
but I am.
For sure. Is it any place specifically that you're excited to probably reach out to or go to in the future that you like? Man, I always want to see behind the scenes.
I want to go everywhere. That's what I'm saying. Like the skies, any place that's trying to fuck with me, I'm trying to fuck with them.
Okay. So we got the I'm forgetting the wellness.
Mm-hmm. It's Westside Health Authority.
Westside Health Authority
presents Austin Access Granted.
Austin Access Granted.
Yeah, it used to be called Austin Has the Mic, but we had to change it. So.
Okay. So we got Austin Access Granted, and then it's another podcast that we were discussing before the show.
Yeah.
And I want to get into that a little bit because I think that's also something. Because I think a lot of older adults in our generation, sometimes they don't have the space or the room to have certain conversations. You know what I'm saying? Without somebody getting offended or, you know what I'm saying, not knowing if you could say that here. So if you could, let's talk about that.
Okay. Shout out to Shorty Nick. Shout out to Walla Cam. That's actually Shorty Nick's show. And she asked me, she was like, would you mind being on the show or whatever? I'm like, no, I appreciate the experience or whatever. Like I said, stuff just falls into my lap and I'm going for it. And that show is raunchy. That show is we getting active, we getting saucy. It's like we asking the question that you won't ask, but we also educating, but we definitely getting in your business.
Okay. And before we get to the show a little bit, I just want to talk about the relationship between you and Shorty Nick.
Okay.
Like, did y'all have a relationship before that? What's the dynamic between you two once you guys are
I met Shorty Nick as an assistant. All the people we working for with While I Can right now, we was all with this one individual on his team. Now we doing other things.
So do you guys think y'all have a good partnership? Is it
with all of them?
No, with you and Shorty Nick on the show.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes. It's a nice bond. It's a what can I say? She flirty. I'm funny. Sometimes it flip. You know. And then we got Noah Hayes on there, the new king of R&B. Like. It's some shit. Like, watch the show.
Is that a relationship that y'all also work on off camera now that y'all working together, or is it just business?
You mean like personal?
Yeah, just personal.
Like that's my sister.
Like
yeah,
we gonna go kick it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
like
yeah, we all.
Because I feel like the type of shit like that builds like if two co-hosts are personal friends. You know what I'm saying? That conversation. You know what I'm saying? The type of shit to go on and be.
But not even just me and Shorty Nick. It's like the whole Walla team. We go out. They just took us out to Scene 75, and we go have like team.
That's
functions.
where like the games and stuff was at.
Yeah, the games, the batting cages.
I
like
look for shit to go to like that.
Man, you need to check it out. They got the basketball. It's fun as hell up in there.
Okay. So, before I let you go, what's currently going on right now?
Right now? Shout out to that boy Grego. I'm in Survivor Chicago season 2. May he rest. Not rest. May he get some rest. You know he got hurt. Sending him love. I'm in his show again. I met him through the former person. I hit him up like, man, I'm fucking with your show. Can I get on it? I'm like, I gotta get on it. He like, all right, come on. First he was like, let me just see what you're talking about. I guess he was messing with my energy. He like, nah, you gonna actually jump on it. So I'm on there as a detective. The show again is called Survivor Chicago, season 2, episode 1. Go check that out on YouTube. That was my first time. Well, I ain't gonna say first time acting because I'm also in something called Nightmare on State Street on YouTube. Shout out to Rita Shea Productions. And but that was my first actual scene where I'm actually in some shit. And
What is it about acting that you enjoy the most?
Just being somebody else, just like being in the moment. And I haven't exactly mastered my craft. I haven't went to school for it or nothing, so people probably don't respect my craft or whatever. But just because I haven't went to school don't mean I ain't studying movies. I ain't up watching podcasts. Like, I'm doing my own studying, but YouTube University, as you say.
For sure. All right, so and then with acting too, is it? Do you do a lot of script stuff? Do y'all do a lot of ad libbing? What goes into that? Cause I be seeing some movie scripts and I be like, I don't know, I ain't gonna remember all that, man.
See, the people that I'm lucky to work with, they be having scripts, but when you get there, they let you go off the rip. Like with Survivor Chicago, Greg was right there directing me, but he pretty much told, he like, I want y'all to just flow.
So you just set
we
the
flow.
scene. We here doing this. I want you to. Okay.
We flow, and just best believe if he don't like it, he's stopping it. He on his director shit, but for the most part, he let it flow. Mm-hmm. And with Rita Shea, she let it flow. And they actually, Rita Shea started it off, and now I'm getting trained by Jazz. Shout out to BLJ Productions, and Sharman. Shout out to Sharman Cortez. Shout out to AC Carter Agency. If I ain't say it right, my bad. But they got me actually. I'm holding the camera. I'm out there filming shit. Like,
you do everything.
Man, what? In a minute, I'm finna rap. What? Don't worry about it.
Hey, we got the booth right here ready for you.
Don't worry about it.
Whenever, hey, we're gonna drop that exclusive coming soon, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to leave here. I'm trying to leave this earth like I did everything I thought about. Everything.
So, and that's kind of walking to my next question, just knowing what's your motivation, what's the goal. Just at the end of the day, just it's the legacy.
Yeah, it's just leaving something behind and just succeeding. It's like, once I have a thought, it could be 2 a.m. You can't tell me that I can't do it. And if you tell me I can't do it, shit, better get the fuck out the way, because I'm coming hard now. I can't do it.
I'm gonna do it twice now.
Yeah, goddamn right. I'm finna I'm finna make you watch.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you working with all these different entities. Do you ever see yourself starting your own type of production company, or you just enjoying the team life right now?
Yeah, I'm always gonna enjoy the team life. So even like while I got the team, it might still be like a chance for a production company and all that. Like, I work very close with some producers that's cold as hell. I'm talking about that have been around. Some new ones that's cold as hell. Like, shit just be falling out. And I would love to have a production team, or I would love all type of shit. But I love the team that I'm on right now, and no matter what other adventures I have, they'll always be a part of it. Like, if I start a team, I'm gonna need some training or help me. Like, once I find a team and I'm loyal, that's it.
And I'm kind of backtracking a little bit, but the war zone, that's a big thing. What kind of new things can we expect from the reemergence of war zone? Man,
we bring it back. We really revamping it. It's like you're gonna still get that same start where we finding talent, but it's the same but with a twist. We want to bring back the love. Put them guns down. Pick up some dancing shoes. Get you some cutty. You know, have some fun. Stop shooting and shit. We tired of that. We want to go back to barbecue and shit. We want to go outside.
And that's something I thought about when I had Cam up in here too, cause you know what I'm saying, while I used to have events all the time, and you would rarely hear about a tragedy happening, you know what I'm saying, connected to it afterwards. It was always, you know what I'm saying, it was battling going on.
Yeah, they too busy. They taking that aggression out there. They
tired afterwards. They tired. I'm gonna go home, eat, get in bed.
Yeah. But besides that, you asked me what else I got going on.
Yeah, sure.
I'm creative director over at Walla. I got To the Tango coming out soon. Valentine's Day coming up. Y'all need some love. Send your submissions to, I think it's wallacamtv.com, or hit us up on Instagram. You can hit me up, Shorty Nick. You can hit me up at TEEMeeks, MEEKS 33, and we helping y'all find love. Like, it's just simple.
And you wear so many hats, and so every time you speak, you know what I'm saying, you give me 10 more questions. So, creative director, what goes into being a creative director? What is that?
I'm coming up with the questions for the show. I'm coming up with ideas, games.
You must got a time machine or something. You pressing pause on shit, man.
No, I'm just while I'm at work, I'm working. Like, I ain't. Sure. I'm telling you.
I definitely understand.
When I say I'm putting in 20 years, that means full-fledged, head on. I'm giving it all I got for 20 years, and then I'm gonna be gassed out. Fuck that.
Okay. So with all these things you do after the 20 years, are you just straight retiring? Are
No.
you straight management position?
I'm gonna have my compound, and it's gonna be everything that I done built. Now I'm sitting back
that's
managing.
what I'm saying, because you seem well invested. I know you just went from like I'm done.
No,
I'm done.
when I say retire, I don't mean I want to sit back and don't do nothing. I mean I want to get up for me now.
Right.
I want to get up and go do for my businesses and
Right.
put my people on and shit instead of clocking in. That's all.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with clocking in. I'm just tired of it. I'm ready for some more stuff.
Okay. And we kind of talked about your mom and dad at the top, but just a little bit more before you go. Just talk to me about your current support system, like your friends, family. Do they support what you're doing? Are they sharing the content? Is it? Because me personally, I just feel like there's a couple people. Like I got a homie. You know what I'm saying? I'll post something here, share TikTok. Like that's what you like? You like TikToks, man? You know what I'm saying? You a gangster, man. What? You know, so is that something that you take into account? Like, man, you weren't really, you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy because it's like, how can I say this? Well, people gonna be mad regardless, but hell no, my family don't share my shit. No, my friends now that I've made, and it's always like that. Your friends now that you made, they show you more love than anything. My coworkers, I've been there 5 years. They show me love. They ain't even liking this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, but you learn to get over that because it's like. I can't dwell on that forever. That's different.
Right. But
you best believe when I get up there, though, they're gonna be
right. And that's basically what I wanted to get to. So when you do get there, because the work definitely gonna pay off. You know what I'm saying? So when you do get there, is it gonna be like, man, come on?
Still gonna look
or
out.
is it gonna be like,
that's in my
heart?
That's in my heart. I'm still gonna look out. I can't. My motto is like, I'm not gonna turn the cheek just because somebody else did it. I gotta wake up. I gotta look myself in the mirror. I gotta always be me. I ain't gonna take too many slaps. Like you do something dead ass wrong, I still love you. But from over there, but I still give you a ticket. You still come to the show. I still got you. Like we still family.
Mm-hmm.
But all that right there shit. Nah, that I'm learning. I got one close homie. I got 3 close homies. That's also my coworkers. But I got one close homie outside of work. Ever since I started this journey was supposed to have been started a long time ago, but I felt like, and I take accountability for myself, I was held up by, you be around certain people, all they want to do is drink, smoke, do this every day, and you get tired of that, so I had to step outside of my friends. I lost a lot of friends, 30-year friends, because I'm like, am I going to do this forever? I'm finna be 34 years old. And as soon as they leave, not saying they was the problem, but as soon as I step outside of that and get into me, shit, look what's happening.
For real. And that only makes sense. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You spending time with people who ain't on the same thing you on, it's going to be hard for you to advance. You know
but it's hard to leave because
and
your motto, my motto is like,
love,
they ain't never did nothing to me, but it is doing something to you. If you're not trying to see me grow, if you're not trying to push me to grow, that's doing something to you.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely something I had to learn. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of friends that's on the other side of life. You know what I'm saying? But I just had a vision for other things. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I want to leave a mark. You know what I'm saying? I want to have something for my kids to go back and be able to get revenue from, and be able to go back and watch and see what I built. So,
exactly.
You definitely live and you learn. And sometimes I feel like stuff like that happen for a reason as well, because it ain't meant for that person to go with you on that journey.
I'm a firm believer in everything happened for a reason, and believe in your intuition. But it took a long time to get there, because you know how you'll have something nagging at you and you'll be like, nah, it ain't that, and then God like smack your ass like, okay, I gotta show you now. You tripping. I'm like, all right, goddamn. Not goddamn, but you know what I'm saying.
Okay. So before you go, for anybody who might just be meeting you for the first time or listening to you for the first time, what's something
I got one more hat up my bag, one more trick in my bag though. I'm also A&R over at Wild Out Records. Shout out to Pete McMahon. Took me under his wing.
Yeah, I just heard me say every time I say something, it's always Tim Moe. So now we gotta talk music.
Yeah.
We gotta talk music
talk music.
For Real Shay get here.
Yeah.
So the music. Well, first of all, because you gotta have an ear to be an A&R. It's just not, you know what I'm saying. It's not just if it sound good off the jump, you can dance in the club. You gotta be able to listen deep into the song.
Yeah.
So before you got into A&R, what was you listening to? Who are you listening to?
On my
who the
on
best
my playlist,
in your ass?
like I don't listen to no drill music. I'm sorry.
That's why I said I was wanting you, because to be an A&R, you got to be.
I know.
Have a wide range.
Yes, I listen to it, but I listen to the stuff that's actually talking about something. I don't want to hear about you killing everybody. You, I got the Ozzy Brothers. I got Jill Scott. I got stuff from the 90s, the 80s. Like I listen to everything.
Where
Gospel,
did you get
country.
that? Where did you get that? Is that household, coming up in the household, or just experiment?
Definitely household, but I just feel like I got an old soul. Like people play my playlist, they be like, "What you know about this? You only 33." Shit, I know a lot about it.
Okay, so
but more so, I just, like I said, it fell into my lap. It wasn't nothing I applied to it. Nothing. We just was in the studio vibing. He seen me, doing what I do, and he seen me capturing. You know how I be capturing the artists. You know, if you follow me,
yeah. That's why one thing, your social media, I'm like, every time I click on Instagram, you the first person I see. So you definitely making an impact. You definitely being seen. That's another thing. Just speaking real quick on like the people that support you. I used to trip on that a lot. You know what I'm saying? But like now, cause I noticed like when you in this game, you have to get a better look at the analytics. You know what I'm saying? You might have 10 interactions, but 75 views. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I know they watching. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of all I want.
Matter.
That's all I want. You know what I'm saying? You took the time out your day to watch what I had going on, even though for whatever reason, maybe envy, jealousy. You know what I'm saying? That you don't want to interact. You know what I'm saying? But that's definitely something that I had to get over, because you, like you said, you used to be with these people every day. Like, damn, nigga, you ain't gonna. When I was out here,
like you said, they showing TikTok and McDonald's commercials and shit. Right. You like, but soon as everything go up, I always knew you could do it, motherfucker.
So yeah, man, it's definitely a lot to go into this game other than just pressing record or just getting behind the mic or the camera. And with you being an A&R at Walla Cam, what kind of artists are you?
At Walla Records.
Walla Cam. Walla is a enterprise with
a lot of
100 entities under
Walla Cam TV, Walla Records. We finna start Walla Radar. I'm finna be the host of that. Our own radio show, 24/7. It's already running. We got an app going Walla Radio running 24/7.
They got an app, y'all.
But it already been running for 5 years.
The Walla app?
Yeah. It's like Pandora radio 24/7. But now we finna bring the podcast to you. We finna be at the shows. I told you we got the press pass. Yeah. I'm finna be out here. You finna see me. You finna see Walla. We coming. We taking over.
Yeah, I see you working. I told Cam, man, y'all gonna have fit the 291 podcast on somewhere, man.
And we will. All you gotta do is come sit down and talk with us.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all going crazy, man. I love it. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of still talking about on the people you have around you, like talking to like-minded people and being around like-minded people. It kind of explodes your creativity, your imagination. You know,
make you jump off the
right. Not even to outdo nobody, but just, you know what I'm saying, to keep them juices flowing.
It keep you motivated. Like, you know how you might have that friend. You know how disappointing it be to tell a friend an idea and they be like, "You can't do that shit." You know how good it feel. Every idea I have,
or they just play it till don't pay no mind. Be like, "All right, man."
Every idea I have, the people I'm with now, they be like, "All right, why you can't do it?" If I say I can't do that though, they be like, "Why you can't?" Shit, why? You finna make it happen. You know how good that feel? Shit, the sky's the limit when you got people around you like that. People who genuinely want you to win, and you genuinely want them to win. Vice versa. Ain't no hate. Ain't no everybody. It's a place for everybody. Cause I genuinely believe what's meant for you is for you. So by me trying to stop you doing some shit, that could be stopping me. Maybe you get on, and I was supposed to be next.
Right.
Everybody got that me shit. Nah. So I don't mind being the water boy, the flow sweeper. Like I said, I do whatever. We winning though.
For sure. So if you win all these hats and doing all these things, is there anything that you're not doing that you want to do?
Modeling. I want to break into modeling.
Is that when it's gonna be the same time when you bring your clothesline back and model your own clothes, or you just want to?
That is smart because I am working on logos and stuff right now as we speak. But modeling, I would like to get into Ethica, PSD, Savage X Fenty, the boxers, not that other shit. I'm sorry.
and where did you gain? Because I'm not surprised by anything that you say at this point. So I just want to know when the modeling becomes something that you were interested in.
Like all these thoughts is like I always wanted to do it. I just even A&R. Like
do you write in notebooks?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually wrote, like, if I go in my notes right now, I write down everything. And it's my coworkers will tell you, my friends who listen, they'll tell you, I always said the things I'm doing now, it's crazy. I said, I'm finna have me a studio. I just didn't know how big. Like, whatever I say, God magnifies it for me. Like, I just say, I'm gonna have me a studio. I'm finna have some production going on and shit. Nah, I'm A&R. I ain't went to school for that, man.
Right.
People fucking with me off of just me. Just let me, you wanna be here? I'll teach you. They don't gotta do that. That's respect. And I appreciate it.
Are you the same way?
Yeah.
Somebody come up under you same way?
I teach him. If you take the time, you ain't wasting my time. I teach you every goddamn thing I know. Everything. That's why I say I come back on here and show them the LLC, because a lot of people don't know that. They think like me. I thought I can't do that. It's simple, just like going to get a house.
What you doing all these things? What's your favorite? If they was like, you doing too much, it's for your health, you only can pick one thing to do.
That'll kill me. I always had an entrepreneur. I can't sit still, bro. Like, for real. My daddy and my mama always told me, like,
how much sleep do you get?
Barely. You see these dark ass circles? Everybody think I'm always punched and shit. No, I'm be up hustling. Like,
Less than 4 hours?
Probably on the average, like now that I'm always in the studio and stuff. Yeah, but even before then, like my job, I work a 12. So I'm gonna get to the bag, and it's not necessarily money hungry. It's me thinking of the bigger picture of what I want. Like when I get to the bag, I'm thinking, what I'm finna do? I'm finna go get another building. So I'm mad if I can't. Like I should have had another building. It's been 3 years. I'm pissed. They go give me another one though.
And this other, when you got the first building, did you take account like in the neighborhood and stuff like that? And is that something that you take account with the next building, or you just looking for the best deal?
No, I never look for the best deal because, again, I wanted longevity. I don't want, this ain't nothing I'm finna just flip. Now, if I want something, I'm just gonna go flip or something, which I do plan to get into that too. I want everything.
And with the flipping houses, that I know you mentioned you do the maintenance. Is that something you gonna keep in house too, or you gonna?
Yeah, that's why I want to keep it in house. I actually want to take the time when I actually retire. That's when I want to get into learning. I want to rebuild me an engine, some cars. I want to do a lot of shit, bro.
Man, we got a lot of stuff in common.
Yes.
So with you doing all this, I know you ain't got no time. I know you ain't getting no sleep. What's your personal life looking like? Is it a partner? Is somebody rocking with you through this journey, or is that something that you even interested in right now?
Believe it or not, it's like if it come, it come. I ain't out here. I'm like, when I go out, I'm the laid back one. Like I'm having fun and shit, but I ain't out hollering in them. Not because I ain't got no confidence. I got confidence and shit. You can holler, but it's like at the state I'm in now, the empire I'm trying to build, I need a motherfucker that's ready to build an empire. Not those who finna hold me. Why you outside this long? Why I'm getting this bag? Why you ain't outside with me? Why you ain't? So back then, it was cute to be all that rah. Now you need peace, and I'm understanding that more than anything. Like, so if I can't find that, somebody who make it like so impossible for me to go throughout my day without them, somebody who just my support system, because when I'm on to you, that's what I am for you. Like, and I can't have no distractions. I need somebody telling me like, no, stay focused, baby. While I'm staying focused, we're going to get this bag, and then we come to chop it up together. We're going to make time, but not all the time. You gotta, don't be all into me. Be into me, but be more into you, and I'm going to support that because I want you to support me being into me, and that's okay.
And just still talking about the support. I was thinking about this the other day. I woke up and the first thing I opened my phone, it's like 10 people asking. So I just want to know, with you being in a position that you in, you know what I'm saying? I know people might get their own thoughts from the outside, and like she a landlord, she got all this going on. Do you feel like people reach out to you and expect you to be their bank account, or? Bro,
I just had this conversation earlier. Like people, but believe it or not, because I always had this spirit. Like, I don't come from money or nothing like that. I was spoiled as hell. But even when I was young, I told them, like, I needed, like, I was spoiled as hell. My mom was head administrator over all the hospitals. My dad was a truck driver. I cried so hard and went through trials and tribulations just to beg to get my own job. I was like, I need my own shit. Like, that's how I always been. I cried. My first job was McDonald's. Motherfuckers be like, I ain't got to work? All right. I'm like, Ma, I need to work. I need to do this. But I'm glad I did, because I end up, again, RIP to my mom. I ended up losing my mom at an early age. So I'm glad something always just told me to do that. I'm glad because watching my mom, when she got off work, she run that computer on. She never was off work. She still was always, so that's where I get that grind from. And then my dad, his funny, sarcastic self, like that's where I get my other side from. So it's like, I don't know, it's a mix of some shit. But I definitely want to do a lot of shit, and I'm gonna do a lot of shit, bro.
Okay. Do you feel like people ask you for help, or do you feel
that's
like
what
they
the question
just
was. My bad.
feel like
People text me. If you go through my phone right now, the last 10 messages, somebody asked me for shit. Can you help me pay my rent? Can you help me buy this? Can you help me do this and this and that? And the crazy part is, I've been gullible one to do it before. So that's why they know to hit me up and shit. But I ain't gullible no more. This is a PSA. I ain't gullible no more. Like, that shit dead.
For anybody watching and listening.
Anybody watching and listening. That shit is dead. It's like, and it's not more so as to go back to what you asked me, do I hold it against? It's not to hold it against. It's like, if I can help, I will help. But back then, I'll give you my skin if you need it. I don't need this skin, huh? Like, no, not no more, because when you in a position where you need them, you can't call a motherfucking soul. And I never reach out. Like I told you, I go donate blood first. Because my problems is my problems, but other people want to wake up, hey man, you help me with my problem? It's like, I wake up every day, ass hurting, leg hurting, depressed, sad. I don't want to do this shit either. Right. But I'm getting up, going to work, and then here you come. My toe hurted, and I didn't go to work.
That's why I say it'll be the people who ain't working on their problems and then want me to. Like, if I see you, you know what I'm saying, you struggling, walk about, but if I saw you was just out of town. Yeah. Now you ask me for $50.
Come back from out of town, hey man.
You just came back from out of town. I just came back from work, and you need $50.
Hey man, can I get $50? I'm over here. I got the money to go ball, but I'm over here eating the lonely sandwiches or something.
Investing and shit.
I see you on your story eating lobster and shit. You call me for $50.
Right. But that's what they say. They be smoking, wearing Montclair, asking for money to smoke, but we wearing Montclair like this. Smoke that Montclair.
Them motherfuckers better smoke some dick. They gotta smoke. They gotta be messed up.
Oh my goodness! All right, man. So we've been out here rapping for a long time.
It was a good interview.
Appreciate you having us in. I love that. I love to just have conversations with my guests, because you guys you're amazing. You got a lot going on. Like I said, you would think you went to 4 different colleges.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I did go to college, and I'm very smart. But the stuff I'm doing now.
But these are specific, different. You know what I'm saying? A&R to host, you'll be in 2 different classes. You know what I'm saying? So,
and don't think that I don't know. Like, respect to While I Cam, respect to Pete McMahon, respect to Cameron J, because respect to BOJ Productions. What About Your Friends, Rita Shea Productions, Shaman Cortez, AC, because all of them took me under their wing, and they don't have to show me shit. They could be like, well, who was you?
And it was all free game?
Free game. All I gotta do is show up and be there.
That's love.
Where you gonna find that
That's love, because ain't shit free. That's love.
I'd be a damn fool to say no.
And it ain't like a free sandwich or nothing. This free stuff that you could take on with you for the rest of your life.
Every day. I'm working neck and neck with the CEO and the owner every day. Every day. And that's not on no clout shit. That's on some, like, you know what they can be doing with their time? That's on some respect shit, like the owner and the CEO.
Just trying to be like, I need somebody who was doing this for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So,
I wasn't even expecting it. He pulled me to the side, just like, man, I'm fucking with you, and I fucks with him.
Okay.
Man, I ain't scared. I ain't gonna lie.
And I'm glad you mentioned that. I know I keep saying I'll let you go. What's your fears? What's your fear? You seem so brave. You got a lot going on. What's your fears? And if you don't got no fears, what?
No, I got a fear.
Okay.
My fear, one, I don't like spiders. I hate them motherfuckers. Stay away from me. But I deal with them. But on some for real shit, my real fear is not going for what I want. Like, I'm not afraid to fail, and I think that's what really drives me, because I believe you have to fail in order to win.
If you're not afraid to fail, you don't fail.
That's what I'm saying.
You just learn.
And you just keep going. It's like, okay, man, all right, I did it that way. It ain't work. But now I know not to do it that way. Let me try it this way. That ain't work. It gotta work this way. Then, like, right when you give up, it was just probably finna work. I ain't giving up. I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna go, do some may have me a sip or something, come back, like, all right, fuck it. Let me try it again. Like, just like all your video games or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Put it down, you mad, fuck this game. You come back 5 minutes later, all right, and you beat it.
Yeah, for sure. I don't play it all year. But no, man, like I said, appreciate you coming through. I'm already know. Like I said, I already see your face every day, but I know a lot more people gonna be seeing your face, especially with the war zone. You guys, y'all, I know y'all gonna do it right. So
we bring back. Look, the war zone coming back. We want all the dancers, everybody who was a part of it. We want everybody back.
They've been waiting to come back.
Yeah, we reaching back out, and we also want all the new talent. You got new talent. You trying to put the guns down and bring some love. We want to see you. We want to work with everybody.
That's something dope. And I think Cam also mentioned a cipher.
Yeah,
so that's gonna be dope. Yep. That's gonna be dope.
We got the Arts Against Violence. We got the songwriting contest. We got a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, the $10,000 songwriting. How can I forget $10,000? Yep. I started writing songs.
Yeah. Shit, I'm thinking about writing a song.
I got shit. What's the words I got?
Shit, that's what I'm saying. That's the motto you got to live by. 10,000,
man. That's real work and dedication, man. Y'all, what y'all really doing for the community is a big thing, especially the Austin community, because since for the past few years, there's been a lot of tragedies going on. So I think that's just what the city needs.
And in respect to that, that's why we having the Arts Against Violence, the songwriting contest. No disrespect to the drill, but you cannot submit drill. We not taking drill on this songwriting contest.
I would hope not. They send a drill song to Arts Against Violence.
You gotta say it for the people in the back. You gotta say it. You know.
For sure. All right, man. Thank you for coming on. Before I go, let you know. I know it's probably a lot of them, so just let everybody know where they can reach you, where they can contact you to work, where they could discuss business, or if it's a lot, just the best way to contact you overall.
The best way to contact me is Instagram. That's TEE Meeks MEEKS 33, or you can reach me on Facebook at Tierra Meeks. You can watch me and all my fellow workers, co-workers, on While I Cam TV YouTube channel. And you can also catch me on Survivor Chicago Season 2. Shout out to Greg. And Nightmare on State Street. Shout out to Rita Shea.
All right, like I said, enjoy the rest of your day. Can't wait to have you back.
Oh, I'm definitely coming back. And I want to get you on mine.
For sure. I'm finna talk to you as soon as I press this button. We finna talk some more.
All right, let's go.
All right,
thank y'all.